you say that?
Because it's true.
He's our dad!
You don't know him, Vicky. You don't know what he's like. I do. I washed my hands of him years back and I don't want to know now.
I don't know how you could say that you wish they'd killed him. I don't know how you could let that be the last thing you say.
Want a drink? Look like you could use one.
I hope you've got a motor. It's a long walk to the Imperial Room, especially for a bloke of my age. Oh, they're nice and shiny, aren't they? Come on, lads, what are you waiting for? Let's go.
You okay?
I'll look it.
What was said?
It's private between me and my father.
Well, it's nothing to do with me, is he?
You knew he was alive, didn't you? You knew for sure. But you let me convince myself he was dead. Why?
I told you. I wanted to make you happy. That's what you needed to believe to be happy. Then I was going to let you believe it.
It makes him odds now, does it? He's gone back to Spain and that's an end to it. And if you and Vicky want to go and get to know him, that's up to you. No, I wouldn't advise it. Not unless you want to hear a load of lies. Can't believe a word the man says. I hope he has a nice life, I really do, but it won't be anything to do with mine. I hope he keeps topping up his tan and enjoying himself because that's what he's been doing. While I've been grieving, he's been topping up his tan. I wanted my dad back, and what have I ended up with, eh? Nothing.
You've got me. You've got me. I'll look after you. Don't worry about her. She'll know soon enough.
Dennis, about last night. It was a mistake.
No, it wasn't.
It won't happen again.
Yes, it will.
It won't. This just can't happen.
Why can't it? I told you how I felt about you.
But I don't feel the same way. It meant more to you than it did to me.
Liar. You kissed me first. You wanted it as much as me. You were there as much as I was. You tell me why it can't happen.
Because you're my father's son.
But he's nothing to do with me.
But he is. I can't have sex with my father's son.
You already did.
It's different now.
Why?
Because I know he's alive.
So? Doesn't sound like you want him back.
I don't. I don't ever want him back.
Well then.
But you remind me of him.
He's nothing to do with me. I'm just me. I'm just myself. I don't want to remind you of him. You hate him.
I don't hate him.
You said you did.
Dennis, he's my dad. It's never that simple, never. You don't hate the person you've loved most.
It's simple to me. And he's not even around.
Dennis, please. You're his son. And I see him in you. The way you are, the way you look, the way you stand sometimes. Even now. And if I see him in you and I'm with you, then what does that make me?
Well, I'm no shrink, darling. But if you want a few sessions of basic therapy on the couch, I'm always up for it. There you go. Now you won't confuse me with your dad, will you? Does that make a difference?
What you want, what you planned is not going to happen. They're your plans, not mine. I just don't want you. Not like that. I don't want anyone to know. I'm really ashamed of what we've done, I mean that.
So you're making a choice between me and some bloke who's just turned up?
You're the one who's just turned up. He was always here.
Do you mean everything you say?
Yeah, I do.
You don't want me, and you wish they killed him.
Yeah, that's right.
You should be careful what you wish for.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know. But your old man being followed out the square by a couple of thugs
What?
from the Imperial rooms.
What?
I don't know what they wanted with him. But you got to admit, doesn't look good.
Who's this bloke I'm seeing then?
You'll find out soon enough.
Excuse me. Imperial rooms.
Then what's?
That'll be me. Are you the bloke I'm waiting to see?
That'll be me. I'll give you a shout. How's Spain?
Hot. I don't recognise you.
No reason why you should.
So what do I call you then?
You've got some right front. What are you doing here, Dan?
I thought we'd be all right now. But if I'd have known this was still on, I would never set foot in the place.
Well, how could you have known if it was on or off? If you didn't make a courtesy call?
Etiquette was never my strong point. I just popped over to see my girls.
Yeah. Yeah, I know your girls.
How do you know them?
Who's your eldest? Sharon? I've had a drink in her club. It's all right, that.
You know a lot about them.
I take a local interest.
Is it because of Dennis? Are you taking a local interest in my daughters because of him?
And why would I do that?
I know what he did.
So do I. How do you know?
He told me.
Not like him to be Larry. Why would he tell you that?
Turns out we're related. Only just found out myself.
Well, you have had a night of it, ain't you? To put your mind at rest, what he did isn't a problem. That's all square between us. That's all straight. After all, it's the reason I'm here, isn't it? And it's the reason you thought it was all right to come back. So, now it's just you we got to talk about, isn't it? I thought you'd have tried harder to leg it. Then the boys could have given chase, had some fun. You never know, you might even have gotten away with it.
You know, a lot of people that do that sort of thing, do you skip off and leave their kids to deal with their problems?
Yeah, I do as it happens.
Well, I'm not one of them.
That's good to know.
And I don't want you taking any more of a local interest in my daughters than you already do. You've inherited Jack's old chair and Jack's old grievances, and my being here means that that's a problem for them. I'm their dad, and I'm not having them having to answer for my problems. So let's just cut the chat, do this, and get it over and done with.
What do you think's going to happen here, Dan?
I think I'm about to get popped in the back of the head. Fine. Just get on with it.
You know, since I got this job, I've had all sorts crawling out from under their stones, trying their luck, airing their grievances.
More chat.
Some have needed a slap. Some have needed a lot of man-hours and energy to sort them out. Let's call this a slap and draw a line underneath it. I'm trying to go on holiday with my girlfriend. I don't want any unpleasantness. So relax. You got away with it. And if you'd have made that courtesy call, it could have been avoided.
Next time I'll try and remember to bring my manners.
The other thing is, Den, when I say I take a local interest, it don't mean what you think it means. I didn't inherit Jack's ways. I wouldn't have gone near your girls. It's not the way things are done anymore. So, now you know where we stand.
Right. Well, I didn't think I'd be leaving here standing up.
Well, you are. I take it you're staying around here?
Nah, going back to Spain soon as.
Brief visit? What happened to the family reunion?
Daughter doesn't want to know.
Shame.
Yeah. What's your name?
Andy. Hunter.
Thanks, Andy. Thanks for not killing me.
That's all right, Dan. I had to pull you in for a chat. You know how people talk otherwise. Have a good flight.
Where's Sharon?
Gone out.
Has she gone to find Dad?
What's the matter with you? Hey? You and Sharon? You're like a pair of headless chickens running around after some bloke you don't even know.
He's our dad.
The minute he turns up, all you can think about is him.
That's not true.
When I got here, what did I know about all this family stuff, eh? Nothing. But I reckon I tried to be your big brother, don't you? I really gave it a go, stuck by you, tried to help you out, fought your corner, didn't I?
Yes,
You told me it meant something.
it does.
No, it don't. Because you didn't even bother to tell him I existed. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, I don't really fit into all of this, do I? I was just filling in till the big man arrived.
That's not true.
Isn't it? Well, you tell me what's so important about this dad. Come on. You tell me what's so important about him to you. I really want to know.
I just really wanted him. I only ever had my mum.
You only ever had your mum. Ah, poor little Vicky. You should hear yourself bleating on about only having a mum. What did she do to you that was so bad, hey? Was she cruel to you? Decide she didn't want you? Did she let her boyfriends boot you up and down the stairs so they could kick some sense into you? Tie you to a radiator when she went on holiday to keep you out of trouble? No, she's on the blower every week asking how you are. You haven't got a clue. You make me sick. Oh yeah, that's it, have a good cry. You think your little daddy's gonna make it all better? Forget about it. Deal with it.
Why are you being so horrible to me?
You know why. Little sister.
No, it's just unfinished business, babe. This and that, you know. Look, I'm on my way now. Yeah, Kat, I gotta go. See you later.
Where's my dad?
Well, he's not here.
What have you done to him? If you've heard him...
Whoa, I haven't done anything to him, Sharon. We just had to have a conversation, that's all.
Why should I believe you?
Well, there's no reason why you should, but I'm telling the truth. Your old man's fine, I promise you. Walked out of here in one piece.
Where's he gone?
Well, he's on his way back, said he was going straight for a flight. You've all had a bit of a time of it, haven't you? Can I get you a drink or something?
You're a bit quiet these days. Not so cocky. Getting a pasting did you a bit of good, perhaps. But don't take it personally. Just know you're placing a scheme of things, because really, my son, you be doing yourself a right favour. Oh!
Yeah. I am quiet, aren't I? You didn't hear that one come in. Do you want him back?
Dennis, where are you going?
It's a normal day. I'm going to place a bet.
Well, can I come with you? I need to explain. It's a bit early, isn't it?
I haven't been to bed yet, so it's still late.
Listen. The reason I didn't tell him about you, it wasn't because I thought it would freak him out. And it wasn't because it was just about me and Sharon and he didn't know about you and you didn't matter. I was jealous of you.
Hey. What were you jealous of me for?
Men always want sons, don't they?
Do they? I wouldn't know.
I have a stepdad, Tim. And my little brother, Mark. And he loves him. They do everything together. Me. Because Mum told him about Den. And what happened and what he was like. Because that's what they do. They share everything. Which is a really bad idea, I think. Well, after that, he looked at me like I was something that happened to my mum that shouldn't have happened. Something that was wrong. That he just couldn't get his head around. Something a bit dirty. He doesn't think much of me, and he adores my little brother. He calls him his son. And me, his wife's daughter. And I know it's stupid, I know. But I just thought, if I told him about you, then he'd just want to hear about you and not me. I just wanted him to myself for a bit.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I really am. I wouldn't hurt you for anything.
It's alright, you didn't.
Yeah, but I did, and it's not alright. I've ruined it for you.
Nothing to ruin.
Did you get to talk to him at all?
No.
You would have got on.
You reckon?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you'd have really liked each other. Vicky, it's me. No, I'm all right. But it's over. I've missed him. He's gone. Okay.
Well then, it's back to being just us three, isn't it? Better that way.
Yeah.
Hey, what happened to your signet ring? Why aren't you wearing it?
I gave it back to Sharon.
Why? She gave it to you.
No, she didn't. Not really. Always belonged to someone else. I don't want to walk in anyone else's shoes, do I? I only want what's mine, and that isn't. It never was.
Did you have a row or something?
Why would we have a row?
Well, it's just last night, the flat was trashed. What happened?
Oh, you know.
Did you get wound up and kick off?
Yeah, that's right. It was nothing to do with Sharon, it was just me. When isn't it?
You were hiding.
No, of course I wasn't hiding. I was...
Hiding.
Well, I wasn't expecting you to turn up. Didn't know what you'd say.
So what put you at your hiding place then? Thank you.
Oh, don't have to thank me, darling. I'm your dad.
Yeah, you are. Dad, I'm sorry for what I said to you. How could I say that I wish they'd killed you?
I heard it the first time. I don't want to hear it again.
I thought I'd missed you.
Had to revisit the scene of the crime, didn't I? Couldn't resist it.
Are you going back?
Well, it was only ever going to be a flying visit, just to make contact.
You happy there, Dad?
Weather's good. Not too many ghosts, not like this place. I keep expecting to see the ghosts themselves scrambling up the bank on the other side there.
We're making a clean getaway.
Nobody ever makes a clean getaway, Princess. Trust me, I know that. If Vicky hadn't taken the initiative and made all the decisions, would you have come out to see me if you known where I was?
I don't know, Dad. Same way that you don't know if you'd have contacted me if Vicky hadn't got you here. But anyway, here we are.
Yeah. I knew who she was, you know, even before she opened her mouth. Very determined girl, that one.
Very.
Half chat and all. Well, what's with the clothes? I mean, my old dad had a string vest like that.
It's probably the same one. It was Dennis who really did all this. He did all the work. Vicky might have brought you back here, but he's the one that found you. He's the one that came looking. Did you talk to him at all, Dad?
Hardly had the chance. Probably just as well with everything else going on.
Why?
Well, what do you say? I mean, how'd you start the conversation? No, we hardly spoke 2 words.
Oh, got something for you. It was all I had of yours, but now you're here, I thought you might like to have it back.
I don't know if I'm that same bloke anymore, Princess.
Take it back, Dad. So what happens now? Did you book a flight?
Yeah. Well, you know, flights to Spain, they're like buses. It's a commute. You could be in Spain, I could be in England, same time it takes to get down the commercial road.
I was here only yesterday wishing I could have you back.
Careful what you wish for.
But I did wish for you. And here you are. You could stay, Dad.
I've been here before, you know,
Well, yeah, obviously.
with Michelle.
I know.
And that was all about having a normal life. I was going to turn myself in, do a stretch, pay my dues to society, and when I got out, I was going to be a normal bloke with a family. And then it all kicked off.
But you made a choice for that, though, Dad. You can do that again.
I don't know if I'm the sort of bloke those things happen to.
And you are a bloke with a family. You've got 3 kids.
I've led a dirty, filthy life.
Well, I did kind of get that impression, Dad.
And to me, that was normal. I got used to it. It was the ordinary. I don't know if I could do anything else. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I want to. I don't know if I'd be any good at it.
What about home?
What about it?
Where is it? For you? The offer's open.
And what I reckon we could all do is go over and have a holiday.
Vicky, you are driving me up the wall. You just don't let things go.
But you were interested.
I don't know the man. He doesn't know me. Let's just leave it.
But he's your father. There's still a connection. It means something.
I'm going to tell you what this whole father deal is all about. You think it's something special, and it's not. It's sex, Vicky. It's screwing. And the fathering part that you're making so important happens just before you zip up, walk away, and forget about it. And yeah, it's great, but then you're on to the next. It doesn't mean anything.
I think you're wrong.
Yeah? Well, that's because you're 17. You'll learn.
No, I think you're wrong. I think a dad does mean something.
Oh, yeah, well, you'll know what it means to you. Drop everything and start behaving like a performing seal for someone you don't even know!
No, I think a dad or a father, whatever you want to call him, does mean something because I get a brother out of it. And that means something to me, it does. Look, you have been brilliant to me. I mean, look what you've done for me, and in return, what have I done for you? And I don't care what you say. I know I really hurt you, and I'm sorry. But I do love you to bits.
Yeah, all right, calm yourself. Well, there's more.
I won't ever cut you out again. I promise. We're brother and sister, and it means something to me. Doesn't it to you?
Well, I'm landed with you now, aren't I?
Dad! Dad? Dad, this is Dennis. Your son. I don't think you've really met yet.
No. We don't know anything about each other, do we, Dennis? Well, looks like I'm home then, eh?